Hi, I'm Markus from crosstech.org, and today I'd like to introduce you to our BreezingCommerce and BreezingForms integration. With this integration, you can use BreezingForms to act as a product configuration tool within your product details. For example, adding text or images, files, collecting additional data that you probably need when somebody orders your products. And you have the full flexibility of BreezingForms. There is, of course, there are options and accessories available for BreezingCommerce. But if you need a little bit more, then BreezingForms comes into play. You can also add up to prices. So the integration is divided into two parts that are separated from each other. On one hand, it's the collecting data part. It is done with a product details plugin for BreezingCommerce. And if you then need to add up to prices, you will need a product price plugin for BreezingForms as well. I also assume in this tutorial that you already know how to install BreezingForms and BreezingCommerce, and that you know how to set up and use both. For BreezingForms, you will also need to install the content plugin and enable it, which is done already in this tutorial. And I also created a form already in BreezingForms, which is supposed to be a form for collecting data for t-shirt printing. So you can add a slogan that is to be printed on a t-shirt, a logo that is supposed to be printed on a t-shirt, and then you have some options for extras you want to have for this for this product. And in BreezingCommerce, I already created another product as well. It's a simple product with a zero price, nothing special here. So then I would say let's get started and connect BreezingForms and BreezingCommerce. By that, I'm going to the plugin section of BreezingCommerce and choose the product details BreezingForms plugin and install it. Of course, we need to enable it. And then when you go back to your product, you see this tab Display Plugins. And here you have several options, such as what form to use, where the form is supposed to be displayed. You could include and exclude fields and hide and show the dynamic totals. When you include or exclude fields, this is meant for including or excluding fields within the cart, order screens, and invoices. So if you use the input fields, just these fields would show up there. If you exclude fields, everything except these excluded fields would show up there. So when I save everything, we should see here in the front end where the product is already shown without the description. I left it empty. So when I reload it, it should show up the form, which is correct. And yeah, then I would like to order. I am a slogan. And probably adding a logo. And I would like to choose all of the options. And then I'm adding it to the cart. As you can see here, the prices didn't change. Well, it shows here +5, +1, +3. That is specified in BreezingForms right into the labels, so it doesn't have any impact on the prices, as we are only using the content plugin for BreezingCommerce. So as you can see here, I just added this as information. So if you don't want to use the prices, you simply would remove that, as it's simple text within the form. But basically, that is how it works. So I'm going to the checkout. We have a zero price. This is also not a problem for this demonstration. Some shipping will be added. You have the final overview. So you can see everything is shown here as well. And then I'm going to place the order. And going back to the order screen, you will see that you have here the order, here you have the order item, and here you have the outcome of the form. So you can do your business actions on it, printing a t-shirt basically, and the invoice, it's shown as well, of course. So now I would like to add up prices. For this, I need to install a second plugin for managing the prices, and this would be 1 minute. The product price plugin. Here also enabling the plugin is important. Heading back to the product will show you another tab, the price plugins tab, and here you see the BreezingCommerce prices. You can use the BreezingCommerce display plugin by itself, but it has a companion, the price plugin, which can only work if the display plugin is installed. So this won't work just by itself. So the display plugin is required. So for each field that you defined in BreezingCommerce, you have the ability to choose a product text class for each field, for the price of each field, inherit from the main product text class or set it to none, whatever you need, and you have some pricing strategies. Fixed price means if I want to add a slogan, let's say, what did we tell here? How much would cost? Nothing. Okay, this is for the extras. So let's say if I specify a slogan, it would cost $10 to print that slogan. And when I save this, as soon as it is a fixed price and its value is more than 0, filling in this form field would result 10 to add up $10 to the price. So instead of 0, we would already have $10. But then we have these options here that we want to add up to the prices. So these are extras, and extras are a little bit special because they are groups. In that case, they are groups, checkbox groups. And if I want to, I could in principle add a fixed price here. It works like this, that the expected value that arrives would trigger the right price. So we have exactly this value. Let me add all the values. So this value, for example, would add to 5, this value would add up to 1, and this value would add up to 3. And so basically we have it like this: when somebody has a slogan, we have an add up of 10, and if extras are chosen, then it will be either 5, 1, or 3 that are going to be added. So let's try that out. I am a slogan. This is 10. And then I'm going to choose all of the extras. Oh, I forgot to choose logo. And as you can see, it's $10 plus 9. So you have $19 simply because you added the slogan and added some extras with these values. You see that it already does the job. Then I'm going to add some shipping. So the final price will be 29. Oh, it's not dollars, it's euros that's specified here. Sorry for that. So again, we're going to check out. Order has been done and should show up here properly. So from here, it's the same principle like before. You see all the data that has been submitted and you can operate on. The difference here before we had we had, so to say, zero price, but it was just a shipping cost. And here we have the full price with no taxes specified, but that doesn't matter in this example. The important part is that here the prices have been added up to properly, and all the data is displaying in your order screen, so you can process your your business actions. There are a few more options available here for the price plugins. You can add a price rule as well instead of a fixed price, which means if the field is submitted, if there is a value and the price is more than zero, then you can choose an operation here and connect with the value of some other field. Yeah. Or you can simply use the value as submitted by the form. This in some cases this could be a little bit dangerous, as it theoretically enables the customer to adjust the prices himself. So this is for cases where it's not so dangerous for your business if you would allow that. Where you can easily see, for example, in the order screen that the prices have been altered. But in any way, this should be used with care. And then you can use PHP code. I can show you that too. If you, the simplest way is would be like specifying a price. Let's say another 100 for the slogan. And if I choose a slogan and logo, we should see a price of 100, which it does. In the same way, in a similar way, it works for groups as well. So the price rules would be similar, except that you have to specify them like this. So they would meet the value of another field, for example. How did we name it? Slogan. So if I would add this in price rule, 5 times slogan, also 5 euros times slogan, the value of slogan, it would be 500, for example, in that case. Value adds up the same like with non-group fields, and code the same thing. So yeah, that's it basically, and how the integration works. I hope I could give you an insight into how easy it is to use this integration. We know from the past with our plugin for Virtual that it wasn't so easy at all to set it up, if I would say it nicely. And I think we did a good job here and for BreezingCommerce, and really hope you enjoy the integration. If you have any kind of question, you can contact our support. Yeah, and best of success with your business then. Bye.